Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome and namaste. This afternoon's yoga session will be a mobility exercise on our hands and knees. It's spinal mobility, so I hope you join me. So we're going to start on our hands and knees. And as you breathe out, we're going to go into cow, rounding the spine. Letting your chin hang. Don't hug your chin into your chest. And then come back to neutral. So as you breathe out, go into cat and hold it until you breathe in. And when you breathe in, come back to a neutral spine. So let your shoulders come into your back pockets. Breathe out and curl the spine, looking inward. Breathe in neutral. One more time, breathe out and curl. Breathe in and come back to neutral. Now let's go the other way, go into cow. So tip the pelvis, swaying the back, and lifting your head and pulling your shoulders down. And then flow back to neutral. Breathing out. Breathing into neutral. Two more times. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to combine it with the two of them and go into a dynamic movement. So you're on your hands and knees, and as you curl your spine and look inward, bring your knee into your nose. And then stretch the leg back and look away. Exhaling as you curl up. Inhaling as you stretch out. One more time. And then bring your knee back down to your mat. Reset your body. And send the other leg back. Look away. And as you breathe out, curl up. As you breathe in, stretch out. Two more times. Good, now bring your hands and knees down. You can sit back, take a little break, roll your wrists around if your hands bother you. Give them a little rub. Back to your hands and knees. I'm going to sit in child's pose for a minute. Stretch the arms. Legs are together, reaching, really stretching the body in two different directions. Reaching through the crown of your head and reaching back through your tailbone. And then we're going to come back up to your hands and knees. Hands beneath shoulders, knees beneath your hips, and your back is flat. We're going to send one leg back. We're going to pick the leg up and bring it out to the side as wide as you can. And you're going to look around your shoulder towards that foot. And then as the leg comes back to center, nice and high, cross the body to the other side and look around your other shoulder. This is spinal mobility, and you want to be moving your head as well. Lifting the leg as high as you can as you cross your mat. One more time. And then bring the leg back. From here, you're going to anchor your foot and push through your foot so the knee is straight. Hands are on your mat, your shoulders are down. You're going to take the opposite arm out to the side. And you're going to push through your foot and lift the arm up, opening the body. And then wrapping around the front of the body, looking around your shoulder. And then inhaling up, pushing through your leg. So now we're doing some rotation. We just did lateral medial movement, flexion and extension. Now we're doing internal rotation and external rotation. 2 more times. Last time. And bring your hand to the mat and bring your knee in. Reset your body. You're going to send the other leg back. Pick it up nice and high. Take it wide. Look around your shoulder to that foot. Cross the body. Look around your other shoulder. So lateral medial movement of the spine as well as rotation. Lifting the leg as high as you can. Bring the leg back. Anchor your foot. Nice straight leg. Anchor the opposite arm. Bring your arm up. Open rotation. Exhale. Wrap it around the body. Look around your shoulder. Internal rotation. Inhale up. Exhale, wrap. Inhale up. Exhale, wrap. Two more times. Last one. And then bring your hand back to the mat. Sit back. Take your weight off your hands. Roll your wrists around. Whatever you need to do to release those wrists and hands back to your hands and knees. Okay, we're going to go into a side gate. Anchor the outside edge of your foot and pull your arm up. And as you pull this arm up, press the opposite arm down through the floor and lift your rib cage on the supporting side. And you're going to take this hand and you're going to wrap, and once again look around the shoulder. One more time. Bring your hand back to your mat. Bring your knee in. Switch legs. Take the other leg out to the side. Press the supporting arm down. Lift up through the ribs. Bring your arm up. Notice how my extended leg, the foot, is lined up with the opposite knee. Wrap around. Inhale up, looking around the shoulder, keeping the spine long. And bring your hand down. Now from here, I'm going to turn to face you. And I'm going to extend one leg out nice and wide. Again, this is a side gate, but this is a lateral movement of the side gate, and then we're going to come upright. So this leg is perpendicular to the floor. So it's upright, and this leg is out to the side, and your toes aren't pointing away. Your toes are pointing forward, so you're reaching through the ankle. And then from here, you bring your arms out. Hug your tummy in and squeeze your bottom, and anchor your back foot down to the floor to give you some stability. I'm going to do side bending. Don't let this arm dangle. Keep it reaching. You're reaching for something at the edge of your mat. So as we fold to one side, this part of the body is laterally bending, and this part of the body is medially. It's coming into the center, and this is moving away from the center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold to the side again. And then we're doing the same thing on the other side. Medially folding, laterally folding. Inhale up. Let's do one more. It's going to be easier on one side than the other. Reach those arms and come all the way up. Bring your hands in. Bring your knee in. Reset your body. Send the other leg out. So this supporting leg is perpendicular to the floor. Nice straight leg. The outside of the ankle is leading at the side. Your abdominal muscles are tight. Your supporting foot is helping to hold you. Your glutes are tight. We're going to fold to the side. Inhale up. Fold to the other side, reaching through your fingertips. Inhale up. This is a gate posture. Reach. Inhale up. And reach. And inhale up. And reach. And inhale up. And reach. And inhale up. Good. Bring your hands in and bring your knee in. So now I'm going to turn back to my mat and come back down to my hands and knees. And on my hands and knees here, we're going to do a traditional thread the needle style. So both knees are down. You're going to bring your arm out and up. And bring it all the way down. So when we do this, it's actually a spinal rotation. People get caught in just the arm movement. It's not just an arm movement, it's a movement of your trunk. The arm just happens to be attached. So hands and knees, take your arm out to the side, open you up as wide as you can. And then wrap the arm around, but look under your armpit so you can bring your head right down to the floor and bend the supporting arm. And then inhale up and open, and exhale and curl. Inhale up, exhale, curl. Inhale up, exhale, curl. Inhale up, exhale, curl. Good. From here, come to your hands. We're going to switch sides now. So anchor your supporting foot. Inhale up, open the body to the side. Exhale, bend the elbow. Let your head come right down. Look underneath your arm. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Inhale curl again. And then bring yourself back to your hands and knees. So from here, we're going to go into pigeon. So in pigeon, there are a number of variations depending on your skeletal structure, depending on the mobility you have in your hips and in your knees. So this is one variation where the leg and the foot are stacked one on top of the other. This is, for most people, this is the easiest posture. The other thing you can do is just cross your foot in front of the opposite thigh. And then settle in. And then for those of you who have huge range of motion, bring the foot up in a horizontal position and set back again. So by rights, your shin would be parallel to the top edge of your mat. And even my body doesn't let me do that anymore. So you just do what your body will allow you, and it's a huge hip stretch. And then to keep working on the spine, we're going to lengthen the body and come down on our forearms and really lengthen and rest your head. Try to let your shoulders relax and make sure your head is supported. You want to really stretch that spine, lengthen it. And then when you come up, press your hands in and lift to lengthen the spine. And then slide the back leg up so you're on your knee. Lift the hips and come back to your hands and knees. And from here we're going to do a little loosening of the body. We're going to do an undulation movement of the spine. Or as one of my clients has called it, hula cow. So we're just loosening up everything after that pigeon. Go the other direction. All right. So we're going to go back to your hands and knees. And we're going to go into pigeon on the other side. So you bring your knee forward. Once again, you've got 3 variations. You'll probably see it better on this side. So one is the foot and the leg are lined up one on top of the other. Number 2, you just cross the foot in front of the thigh. And again, the spine is really long when you're doing this, nice and tall. And then the third one is to bring the foot over as far as you can. Theoretically, it's supposed to be parallel to the top edge of your mat, but even my body doesn't do that anymore. So this is the best I can do. And so not only is this a nice spine lengthening stretch, but it's a fantastic hip opener as well. From this position, lengthen your spine, walk forward. Make sure your head is supported in some manner on your hands or a pillow or a block or on the mat. And keep the spine long and stretch. And when you've had enough, gently push up so we've got a nice long spine. Bring the knee forward on the back leg. Unhook the other leg. And then we're going to go into child's pose. So legs together this time as you reach in child's pose, and really pull your body forward as you pull your hips back. And when you can go no further forward, lower your head and support your head either with a mat or a pillow, or use your hands. And then gently come up. So keeping the legs together and your hips are back, we're going to let our head hang between our arms so that your arms are lined up with your ears, and you're pulling your hips back, reaching your arms forward. And then once you're doing this, walk your arms to one side and stretch. Again, we're working that spine. Walk your arms to the other side. Come back to center. Stretch. And then come up and sit back. And we're done. So those are some wonderful spinal mobility exercises. It takes you through all the different ranges of motion that your spine can do for you, and it keeps you smooth and supple and mobile. So I hope you enjoyed our spinal mobility postures today. Thank you very much. Namaste. See you tomorrow.